Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the Oliver Peoples Artemio eyeglass clip sunglasses. But first off, thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, just like these, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 48mm lenses and a 21mm bridge. And like I said, this is a pair of eyeglasses with the clip that Oliver Peoples sells as a pair of sunglasses. Now, as far as the styling of these frames go, these look really good. 48mm for a pair of round sunglasses is definitely the perfect size for the average person. And I think these look really nice on face as a pair of eyeglasses. Of course, you can put your own RX prescription lenses in these frames, and then of course you can add the clip-on here as well, which makes it a really cool and very practical. I personally love the style of the clip. I think it looks really good and adds that extra top ridge on the frames, which make them kind of pop and add a lot of character to them. And this pair of sunglasses is a collaboration between Oliver Peoples and Brunello Cucinelli, a very popular Italian designer. Now, when buying a pair of these frames, you have two different options. You have buying them as just a pair of eyeglasses with demo lenses, and then you have buying them as a pair of sunglasses, which of course come with the clip. And if you get the clip option, you're going to get better than demo lenses. So these lenses are still made out of polymer material, and they're going to be pretty clear and look very good, but they're not going to be quite as good as just a dedicated RX lens as far as actual optical quality goes, from what I can tell here, but these are not demo lenses. So if you want to just wear these as kind of like vanity glasses, you totally can. They look really nice and classy in my opinion. Now, for some reason, they do look like they have just a slight little tint to them. They don't look perfectly clear. And I searched around all over Oliver Peoples' website, and I couldn't find any information about these demo lenses other than the fact that they say they are clear, but they do look just a little bit tinted to me, but I think they still look really nice. But I certainly thought it was worth mentioning that either way. I also love the addition of this little acetate here around the rim of the frames. I think that looks really nice. And then if we take a look here at the top rim before the acetate insert, we can see some beautiful etching, and then there's also etching here on the clip-on as well, with the little Oliver Peoples kind of sun etching logo, which looks absolutely gorgeous. Just really nice and very classy. Now, as far as some of the little elements on these frames, these are going to say 4821 here on the top ridge. They do have fully adjustable nose rests. You can completely adjust these to your liking, which is really nice and makes them very comfortable. The very top ridge says made in Italy, and then Oliver Peoples on it as well. And if we take a look at the inner right temple, we can see they say Brunello Cucinelli and then made in Italy in the inner right ear rest. Now, taking a look at the inner left temple, we can see it says Oliver Peoples, and then the outside left ear rest, we can see the little Oliver Peoples logo, which is there for authentication purposes. Now, if we take a look here at the outside temples, we can see these little inserts, and these inserts are made out of a real horn material. So every pair is going to have a unique grain to them, and they really kind of match the front acetate, and they look really pretty in my opinion. And it's really cool that they also have the kind of the screws in that kind of hold the plate together, which definitely add to the kind of mechanical feel of these frames. Another really interesting thing to mention here is both the clip and the actual eyeglasses themselves have the Oliver Peoples breathe logo on them. So if we breathe on the lens here, we can see the little Brunello Cucinelli logo. And then in the other lens, we can see the actual Oliver Peoples logo, and that's also found on the eyeglasses as well, though it's going to be probably impossible to see that on video. But we have the Brunello Cucinelli Cityscape on the right lens, and then the Oliver Peoples logo that you see on all other Oliver Peoples sunglasses on the left. It's a really nice touch that Oliver Peoples put that on both the clear lenses and then the clip-on lenses as well. They certainly didn't have to do that. But having that Breathe logo definitely also helps tell you that these are not just cheap demo lenses. These are definitely, like I said, a couple of steps above a demo lens. Now, as far as the lenses on the clip go, these are made out of a polymer polymer material, so they are not made out of all glass material, which is surprising again because they do have the Breathe logo. Now the Breathe logo is not going to last quite as long when you do breathe on them because it's not glass, so it's not going to kind of react the same way as a pair of glass lenses would, but they still, like I said, do have the logo, and the optical clarity of these is really good, not quite as good as glass, and they're also not going to have quite as good scratch resistance as glass either, but they're still going to hold up pretty good. Our People's does a really good job with their polymer lenses, even though they typically don't use them too often. Now the reason they're made out of polymer is because if they had all glass lenses, then if you had glass prescription lenses as well, they'd be extremely heavy. You'd very quickly get red marks on the nose, which would definitely cause discomfort. So I definitely understand why they would use polymer lenses on this pair of sunglasses. Now, as far as pricing goes, these frames are definitely very expensive, coming in at $734 with the sunglass clip and the frames. Now, if you just want to buy the frames, you can buy them for about $600, which is still very expensive because that's without actually putting prescription lenses in them. So definitely a very expensive pair of sunglasses, but the quality is certainly there. The build quality here is very, very good. Everything feels absolutely fantastic. They do have those real horn inserts and then beautiful etching all here around the frame. Just a really, really classy and nice looking pair of sunglasses. Now, as far as coverage from the sun goes, unfortunately, of course, because they have round lenses, they're not going to offer very good protection from the sun. So here up top, we can see there is an absolutely massive gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. And then here on the sides, again, there is a huge gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. So you're not going to get very good practicality here, but of course, it's still a lot better than nothing. When you walk outside into an extremely bright environment and then you pop on the clip, they're going to make a huge difference. They're just not going to have good practicality if sunlight is coming in at an angle. It's just going to go right into your eye. So overall, I'd say pretty poor coverage, but that's to be expected with a pair of clip-on sunglasses with round lenses, of course. But overall, this is a really great pair of sunglasses. I do think the price tag is very, very high for what you're getting here, but you're still getting amazing build quality and they really look beautiful as well. And this is not an easy pair of sunglasses to produce. Like I said, they do have these acetate inserts as well, which makes things a lot more complicated. And then you have the clip-on as well. So I kind of understand why the price tag is so high here, but buying a pair of these frames is still a commitment at that $700+ price tag. Well, let me know what you think about these frames in the comment section down below. Do you guys like these? Do you not? Let me know. I'm very interested to know. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below. And of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.